Welcome to HVTV1 Student News, live on HVTV1.com. The following is a special presentation of the Hidden Valley High School Mustangs of Murphy, Oregon. Welcome to the Bi-Mart Game and Event of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. This event is sponsored in part by Oregon California Supply, by Fields Ace Home Center, by Southern Oregon Sanitation, by CircleK.com, powered by Colvin Oil, by Robco, and by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Hidden Valley High School Athletics and Activities is also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors like Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, Pete Allen Surveying, by Stephen Stark Excavation, Dar Benton Construction, by Southern Oregon Audio Visual, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Thanks for watching HVTV1 Student News live on HVTV1.com.
Hello and welcome to HVTV1. It's the Bi-Mart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. Tonight's game is brought to you by Burger King, by Bi-Mart, Southern Oregon Sanitation, Oregon California Supply, Fields Ace Home Center, My Circle K, by Robco, and Riverside Ready Mix. Josh Eldridge and Chris Mills-Price coming to you live from Myrtle Creek, Oregon on the campus of South Umpqua High School. We are very excited to bring you this event on HVTV1.com. Tonight, Hidden Valley looks to keep their playoff hopes alive. Standing in their way are their opponents tonight, the South Umpqua Lancers. This conference matchup is heating up, but first, we'll give you a look at the Southern Division of Special District 2, a look around the state, and of course, HVTV1's Coach's Corner, coming up next on HVTV1.com.
It's the season of sneezes and sniffles, and your Bi-Mart Pharmacy is here to help you keep them away. We have everything you need to stay healthy, including flu shots currently available for the whole family. Call or stop by your Bi-Mart Pharmacy for available times and get vaccinated today. And be sure to get ready with cough drops, cold medicine, and natural remedies while you're here. Bi-Mart, get ready for your season for less.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. It's the Bi-Mart Game of the Week. This is HVTV1's Coach's Corner here with James Powers. How you doing?
Pretty good. And yourself?
I'm great. So first question, obviously coming off of 2 back-to-back losses. This week in practice, was there a little bit of higher intensity, or do you think it was more business as usual and trying to just move on?
I think that there was a little bit higher intensity than we normally have. Kids came out fired up, ready to go. They understand that we talked about the beginning of this week, it being a 3-week season. We win the next 3, we are guaranteed playoffs. So talk to them about being that this is a 3-week season, we got to get it going right now. And so the intensity of the practices came up, and we've been flying around. Today was a great practice.
That's great to hear. Secondly, playing South Umpqua, you notice anything special from them on tape? What do you think about them coming into this week?
Well, you can never count out South Umpqua. South Umpqua is historically just a tough team. Doesn't matter what the record says. They're going to come out and they're going to play hard-nosed football. So our kids have to realize that they're going to have to play hard-nosed football right back at them. And so nothing's easy when you go up to South Umpqua in that Douglas County area. So our job for these guys is just to get after it right away.
And then finally, we've been kind of tracing this story the past couple weeks, but Tobias Powers looked like he's back on the team and ready to go this week. But then on the other hand, Elias was hurt last week. Can you touch on his condition? I talked to him a little bit. He said he could be back pretty soon.
Yeah, he'll be back. He's in concussion protocol right now, so he'll be released to go through that protocol probably tomorrow, and then it's a 4-day protocol. So he won't be back until next week, but he'll be good to go. And Spencer's back, and we're good.
That's good to hear. All right, thank you and good luck.
All right, thank you, sir.
TV1 is presented in part by Bimart. Bimart delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bimart. For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass, thanks to Southern Oregon Sanitation. Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Make a pit stop today at My Circle K, powered by Colvin Oil, and enjoy a Polar Pop any day, any size, just 89 cents. And get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. It's the Bimart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. Mustangs are on the road again this week and show up in enemy territory needing a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. The Mustangs come off of another big loss against St. Mary's last week. The Mustangs fell 34-16. That scoreline doesn't quite do it justice, though, as the defense was on par with how they usually play. It's just that St. Mary's, they started inside the Hidden Valley's red zone 4 times. Some questionable decisions on the coaching side of things led to situations as well as a 15-yard Jeremiah Noga punt from inside the end zone. On the offensive side of the ball, though, Sam Vidlak tossed a touchdown pass to Parker Wright for 5 yards. Glenn Rossi also rushed for a 2-yard touchdown. Vidlak also nailed a 27-yard field goal in the first quarter. Hidden Valley needs to win this one to stay alive in the playoffs. And when the My Circle K pregame show continues, we'll show you how the Southern Division of Special 2 shapes up, as well as what's going on elsewhere in the state of Oregon. Stay tuned for the Bimart Game of the Week on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to the My Circle K pregame show. It's the Bimart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank between the Hidden Valley Mustangs and the South Umpqua Lancers. Last time these two teams met, South Umpqua ended up beating Hidden Valley 47-12. That was in 2014. So more recently, South Umpqua having the upper hand in this series. Last week for South Umpqua, they were crushed also by Cascade Christian 52-0. Hidden Valley having a similar scoreline when they played Cascade Christian. Not really getting a whole lot going against the defending state champions, but then again, they are the defending state champions, so really tough to gauge how good of a team you are when you play against that caliber of a team. We look at the playoff records between these two teams. Hidden Valley, their last appearance was in 2008, so they're looking to end a 10-year dry spell by not making it to the playoffs, hoping to end that this season. Overall, they're 8-12 in their playoff appearances, and they're 0-1 in finals appearances. Not any state championships for these Hidden Valley Mustangs in their existence so far. For South Umpqua, though, they are 14-12 in their playoff appearances. They've also tied 2 games, so 14-12 and 2 overall for them. 3 for 4 in the finals. They won those finals in 1981, 1977, and 1976. As a matter of fact, they actually tied in 1977. They were co-state champions then. So again, South Umpqua definitely having the upper hand in experience with the playoffs, but then again, they haven't been in quite some time. Shift to the entire state of Oregon. The OSA top 10 shapes like this. Number 1 is Amity. Number 2 ranked Rainier. 3 ranked Vale High School. Number 4 is Wilhelmina. Number 5 is Burns. Number 6 is defending state champion Cascade Christian. Number 7 is Skio. Number 8 is Brookings Harbor, another team in this Southern Division of Special District 2. Number 9 is Clatskanie. And number 10 is Harrisburg. South Umpqua actually almost close to cracking that list. They are ranked 12th in the state, and Hidden Valley is ranked 18th. So one spot back of where they started in the season. They were actually placed at 17th coming into the season, but again now they are 18th. Take a look at the Southern Division of Special District 2, the standings, how they shape up so far. Cascade Christian, 2-0 in league so far. Other teams that are 2-0 is Brookings Harbor and St. Mary's, all those teams tied for first place. And then you got a set of 0-2 teams. Those teams are Hidden Valley, South Umpqua, and Douglas. Schedule for the district tonight. Cascade Christian, they host Douglas. Brookings Harbor is playing at home versus St. Mary's. And, of course, South Umpqua here at home versus Hidden Valley. So how those special districts shape up. We'll take one last break, and then, of course, we'll bring you the coin toss here on HVTV1 along with the first kick. All coming up live on the Barmart Game of the Week on HVTV1.com.
TV1 is presented in part by Bimart. Bimart delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bimart. For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass, thanks to Southern Oregon Sanitation. Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Make a pit stop today at My Circle K, powered by Colvin Oil, and enjoy a Polar Pop any day, any size, just 89 cents. And get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com. HVTV1 Student News is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This event also sponsored in part by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Since 1954, our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger Kings of Southern Oregon.
Number 76, Dustin Brown. Number 78, Max Wallace. I can't see the number, but I'm going to also introduce Jeremiah Noga. Head coach for the Hidden Valley Mustangs, James Powers, assisted by Randy Keith, Mark Vidlac, Vince Randall, Jason Lavelle, Travis Noble, Joe Wardle, Edgar Halpy, Josh Marshall, Kyle Gaines, and Ethan Bass.
And stay tuned for more HVTV1 live coverage from Myrtle Creek on the campus of South Umpqua High School. We get set for this Southern Division matchup. A must-win. It's a playoff game for Hidden Valley. The Mustangs 3-3. If they can win out their last 3 games here at South Umpqua, next week with homecoming hosting the Douglas Trojans, who are just up the road from us along I-5, and then the regular season finale on the coast at Brookings in 2 weeks from tonight. The Mustangs could make the playoffs the first time in 10 years. It is homecoming night here at Kent Weigel Stadium. Kent Weigel, of course, the great former South Umpqua coach, one of the winningest coaches in Oregon history. And send our very best to Kent. I go way back with Coach Weigel, of course, won a couple of championships here at South Umpqua, then went on to Marshfield and coached former Oregon Duck head coach Mark Helfrich and the Marshfield Pirates over on the coast at Coos Bay. Kent now retired, but brings back a lot of memories coming into the stadium today from the old Skyline Conference. So South Umpqua is on the field in the west end zone, and we'll get the meeting of the captains in just a bit. We'll go down onto the field at midfield for bring you the audio of tonight's coin toss with the captains for both teams for Hidden Valley and South Umpqua as the officials get them lined up. And a couple of captains trying to mention. And here they come as they make their way out to midfield. Sam Vidlac leading the way along with Clancy Allen for Hidden Valley. And also captain is Glenn Rossi and Nathan Bragg for Hidden Valley Mustangs as they shake hands. Let's go down, pick up the coin toss.
I'm Mr. Pettingale. I'll be your referee. Mr. Deaver's going to be your umpire. On the back judge is Mr. Allen. He has the 25-second clock. So anytime, if you're getting down there and you wonder where the play clock is, he will put his hand up when you have 5 seconds left to get that snap off. Okay, Mr. Stearns is going to be on the chains on the Hidden Valley sideline. And Mr. James, get him confused because it's Peter James. But Mr. James is going to be on the South Umpqua sideline. All right, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, restrooms are located behind the concession stand on the west end of the football field. Please use garbage cans as they are located.
Again, the crew chief going over some instructions to the captains and ask us to back out the audio. So we'll go back now for the toss of the coin.
Piece. There's heads and there's tails. Okay? Heads and tails. Make your call loud enough for Mr. Deaver to hear you. I'm going to let it land on the ground.
Tails.
Calls tails.
Calls tails. And it is tails. So you've won the toss.
We'd like to receive.
You're going to receive. Which way would you like to kick?
Oh, we want to kick that way.
Go ahead and turn your backs. Hidden Valley has won the toss and has chose to receive.
So Hidden Valley wins the toss and will take the football and move left to right on the monitor for you. Head to the west goal as we get this special district Southern Division matchup ready. You see a beautiful night, 68 degrees, and just a slight breeze coming from the northwest. Stay tuned. You're watching HVTV1 Student News. The Bi-Mart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank comes your way next. TV1 is presented in part by Bi-Mart. Bi-Mart delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bi-Mart. For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass, thanks to Southern Oregon Sanitation.
Welcome back to the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. Again, Hidden Valley choosing to receive, so that means we'll see Sam Vidlac and company come out onto the field first for Hidden Valley. Bring up the Evergreen Federal Bank scoreboard. We'd like to remind you that this first quarter is brought to you by Southern Oregon Sanitation. For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. So again, it's going to be Hidden Valley receiving to start this one out. Back to receive for the Mustangs. Try to get that right for you. I believe that's going to be Spencer Simons and Lawrence Matusik.
Let's make sure that track is clear. That beat Mustangs is number 4, Lawrence Matusik.
And the kick is up. This one is getting going. Again, Hidden Valley needs to win this one to keep their playoff hopes alive. Lawrence Matusik trying to get through the crowd of people, and he gets just past the 25. Down at the 26.
Matusik on the carry. Cameron James on the tackle for the Lancers. Hidden Valley takes over on the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
36-yard line, my apologies. So Sam Vidlac coming out on the field. Some statistics for the sophomore so far this season. He's thrown 10 touchdowns, 13 interceptions to balance that out. He's passed for almost 1,500 yards so far. Call it 1,479 is how we have it unofficially. In motion was Jeremiah Noga, but taking it up the middle.
44,
Tanner Noble taking it up the middle for the first play.
7 on the play.
And you mentioned Tobias Powers is back this week, but we'll see if he's going to be splitting time with Tanner Noble, or if one will get more carries than the other. But Tanner Noble's had a good few games along with, filling in for Tobias Powers, I should say. So Spencer Simons come filling in for Jeremiah Noga. Looked to be some sort of equipment issue. Vinlack gets the snap, looking out for the slant across the field. He gets Matusik. Catch is made, but he can't get any farther as he's hit by a swarm of Lancers, but it'll be good for a Hidden Valley first down.
Good enough for 8 yards and a Mustang first down on the Lancer 45-yard line.
Good start for Hidden Valley, trying to drive downfield.
Taylor Wiley on the tackle.
Crossing their own 50, and now they're down at what looks to be the 51-yard line. A little bit tough to tell, but crossing midfield for sure. Just under 11 minutes now left to go here in the first quarter of play. Still back there with Vidlac is Tanner Noble. We haven't seen Tobias Powers yet, but he is supposed to be back this week, according to head coach. In motion is Matusik. He takes the handoff. He's trying to get around the outside. Good blocks downfield by Simons. A flag is down, and it looks like Matusik went forward for about 5 yards, but we'll see what this flag is. Holding against Hidden Valley, so they'll actually bring it back to 5 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 15 for Hidden Valley. Try to get you the starting lineups for the Mustangs. Up front on the line as we have it is number 72, Clancy Allen. Number 73, Alex Abbott. Number 78, Dustin Brown. Kobe Chapman is out there, number 75. And number 78, Max Wallace. Get you the skills positions after this snap. Vidlac dropping back, trying to hit Matusik over the middle. And no, the incomplete pass to actually Parker Wright.
For number 6, Parker Wright, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Wright's had a little bit of trouble this season catching those passes in open field, but on the season he does have 2 touchdowns. He's caught for 251 yards on the season. 10.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Tanner Noble still out there with Sam Vidlac. Number 7, Sam Vidlac, the starting quarterback. Number 44, Tanner Noble, the running back on the play-action pass, trying to hit down the sideline. Incomplete. I don't think there was a flag thrown, and there was not, so it'll just be 3rd and 15. Number 4, Lawrence Matusik on the receiving corps for Hidden Valley. Number 12, Jacob Tackett. Number 82, Jeremiah Noga, a sophomore. And, of course, number 6, Parker Wright, we mentioned out there as well for Hidden Valley. Ball snap, play action pass to the flats. Matusik taking that one. He's got room down the sideline, and that'll be a gain of about 5 yards. Still not good for the first down.
About 15. It'll be 4th down and 5. Tackled there by Christian Allen for the Lancers.
4th and 5, so a gain of 10 for Matusik. Matusik and Jeremiah Noga, 2 of Vidlac's favorite receivers this season. Jeremiah Noga on the season, he's got 3 receiving touchdowns. Matusik's got 1, but together they pick up a lot of that yardage that Sam Vidlac has passing on the season. Almost, we'll call it 760 receiving yards between that duo as a timeout is called. Hidden Valley will take this one as well. We're still scoreless here with about 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter of play. It's the Bymark Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Make a pit stop today at My Circle K, powered by Colvin Oil, and enjoy a Polar Pop any day, any size, just 89 cents. And get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. My Circle K.
Welcome back to the Weimar Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. And that one is going to be a false start against Hidden Valley for sure. So they're going to bring it back. Again, getting right back into it. Hidden Valley 5 plays into their opening drive. Starting at the 36, they're now right around the 50. So now the punt team out for Hidden Valley. Jeremiah Noga doing the punting, almost blocked in fact. And a fumble. Did he touch it is the question though, because it looked like Hidden Valley recovered it.
Punt is mishandled and recovered by the Mustangs on about.
Wow, and they actually recover it, so it is a fumble. So Hidden Valley is going to get it deep into South Umpqua territory. So Hidden Valley's offense is going to be able to come back out onto the field there. That's definitely not how South Umpqua saw that one going. So now we see Tobias Powers and Tanner Noble back there. Noble in the fullback position. First handoff to Powers. Since he got back, and a touchdown for Hidden Valley. Tobias Powers, his first handoff back, and a touchdown for the Mustangs. Now Vidlac with the extra point. Hidden Valley up 6-0. And the kick is good. Hidden Valley capping their first drive in an unconventional way, but they end it with 7 points regardless. Hidden Valley up by a touchdown with 9:48 left to go in the first quarter of play. You're watching HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to...
Welcome back to HVTV1.com. It's the Bimart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. Hidden Valley capping their first drive, 7 points. They went 7 plays and 64 yards. Capped it off with a Tobias Powers 9-yard rush to score 7-0 here in Myrtle Creek. The kick is up from Max Wallace. Didn't go very far. The wind working against that kick. Breaking through tackles, and he's going to have a lot of room. Only man standing in front of him and going down around the sideline. That was number 13, Cage Simmons.
Brings it out about a 35, 36-yard run. It'll be first down on the Mustang 44-yard line.
Crossing the 50 on that kick return. Put South Umpqua in great field position to try to answer back on those opening 7 points from Hidden Valley. And now South Umpqua's offense gets their first chance to come out onto the field. Starting quarterback for them, Josh Deister. Running back, number 18, Credence Ferguson. Wide receiving, number 2, Riley Thatcher, and number 3, Travis Wilsey. We'll get you the rest after this. Handed off in the backfield to Ferguson. Doesn't get very far, maybe a gain of 1. Coach listing 2 tight ends on the roster for South Umpqua, number 42, Christian Allen, and number 44, Cameron James. Get you the defense for Hidden Valley after this. Hand it off to Ferguson. Maybe another gain of 2 yards. Defensively for Hidden Valley on the line, number 22, Gabe Burkfield, and number 51, Dylan Neal. Outside linebackers for Hidden Valley, number 52, Nate Bragg, leading the team in tackles at 35. And number 76, Dustin Brown, he's got 16 tackles on the season. Get you the rest after this. In motion and taking the handoff, that's Wilsey. He cuts around and a big hit taken, a good tackle. Down by about the 30. That was Trey Bixler making the play.
Pickup of about 8. Good enough for a Lancer. First down. Trey Bixler on the tackle for the Mustangs.
Number 15, Julian Aguilar. You'll see him off and out there for Hidden Valley, not out there right now. Number 44, Tanner Noble, and number 32, Matt Uemizu, going to be splitting time at the linebacker position. Number 18, Glenn Rossi, linebacker. False start, it looks like it's going to be against South Umpqua. And that will be it. Hidden Valley likes to switch up defensive backs, but the guys you'll see out there are number 6, senior Parker Wright. He's got 10 tackles on the season, 1 fumble recovery. You'll see number 11, Trey Bixler. He's got 8 tackles on the season and 1 interception. Number 4, Lawrence Matusik, filling in for Elias English. It's his first defensive start of the season. Going to be interesting to see what we get from him. And number 2, Spencer Simons at the bottom of your screen.
Ferguson on the carry. Pickup of only a few.
Apologies, that's Lawrence Matusik there at the bottom. Again, it's his first defensive start, playing a little bit of corner during practice. And that's where we see him right now. But as we said earlier, definitely one of the favorites for Sam Vidlac to hit. At least he was a good target in that first drive, making a couple receptions. About 20 yards for him on the game so far offensively, which is always a nice way to start. Another handoff. Ferguson that time breaks through. He's going to finally be brought down by Trey Bixler and Lawrence Matusik, but we'll see, and I think that will be good for a Lancer first down.
Lancer first down. Lawrence Matusik on the tackle for the Mustangs.
Good gain that time by Credence Ferguson. Ferguson is a senior from South Umpqua, 5'8". Going to be nice to try to sneak through that defensive push for Hidden Valley. And he takes another handoff. This time a gain of maybe 1 or 2.
Short gain of only a couple. Fraser Baskin on the tackle.
Haven't really seen much of Josh Deister, the starting quarterback. been all Ferguson so far in this game. Lined up in front of you right there, you see number 2, Riley Thatcher for South Umpqua. Making the block on carrying that one was Wilsey. A gain of about 3 yards for South Umpqua. Coming up is their 8th play on this drive. Again, they started this one at Hidden Valley's 44. Third down and about 6 to go for South Umpqua. In motion was Christian Allen. And he's fighting. Did he get the first down?
About another 3 yards at least. It'll be 4th down and 2. Tackled there by Fisher Baston and Nathan Bragg again for the Mustangs.
Keep the clock rolling. No, it's going to be 4th and about 1 yard to go for South Umpqua. Same formation. Lining up next to the quarterback is Cameron James. Behind him is Credence Ferguson. Low snap. Ferguson takes the handoff. He's stuffed. Will he fight for it?
Ferguson again on the carry.
Bragg was in on the tackle. Tough decision. Will they give it to him? That's the question.
I believe they are going to measure.
So the referees are going to take a timeout and they're going to measure this one.
Dustin Brown on the tackle there for the Mustangs.
Meantime, we'd like to remind you that Hidden Valley is sponsored by LuLaRoe Nicky McGuire, where through fashion we create freedom, serve others, and strengthen families. A place where lives are being blessed and dreams achieved through love, confidence, purpose, and growth.
Mustangs take over 1st and 10 on about the 11-yard line.
LuLaRoe Nicky McGuire. Visit her on Facebook. One of Hidden Valley's new partners, or HVTV1's new partners, and it looks like Hidden Valley will take over on downs. Hand it off to Powers. He's going to fight. A gain of about 1 yard for Powers.
So Elias Powers on the carry for the Mustangs. Pick up about 1.5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and a long 8.
So that last drive for South Umpqua lasting 8 plays. No points getting out of it, even though starting with great field position. They started at Hidden Valley's 44, but no points coming out of that one. Blitz coming in for Hidden Valley. Vidlak dumping it off. A nice gain of about 5 for Hidden Valley, maybe 4, but it'll be 3rd down and 5 to go for the Mustangs. Tanner Noble with the reception that time. Haven't really seen much of him catching the ball, but a lot of good stats from him rushing the ball. Coming into this game, he was at 292 rushing yards, and that's only about 16 short of where Powers was coming into this game. He was at 308. Vidlak, a dart over the middle, incomplete. So it'll be 4th and about 5 to go for the Mustangs, deep in their own territory. And Vidlak's going to trot off the field, so no good. Will be forced to punt. Last time the punt team was out for South Umpqua, it was a fumble. As Travis Wilsey is back to receive for the Lancers, but couldn't quite rein it in his last time out. As that's another high punt. That one will take a bounce, and it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. 30-yard punt for Jeremiah Noga. 3 and out for Hidden Valley, and South Umpqua takes over at the 40.
White Mercedes, license 121737. The tow truck is on its way.
.305 left to go here in this first quarter of play. Hidden Valley leading 7-0. Scoring on their first drive. But now South Umpqua gets a chance. And a block pass, and Hidden Valley falls on it. I don't think it's going to be called a fumble. It looked like they had forward motion. And they will get it on one play. Hidden Valley, a forced fumble as Josh Deister fumbles it. So one play, and that's all South Umpqua gets. We haven't seen much of their offense yet, as that was Deister with the fumble. Couldn't quite see who fell on it for Hidden Valley. Tanner Noble taking the handoff up the middle. He's fighting for a good gain, and that looks to be a gain of maybe 5 or 6 yards. So second, about 5 for the Mustangs. This is their third possession, their last one ending on a punt. Jeremiah Noga booting the ball about 30 yards. Mustangs haven't scored since their opening drive, where again Tobias Powers capped it off with a 9-yard rush. Noble trying to fight for that first down.
Again, Tanner Noble on the carry. Pick up of about 6.
So Mustangs will get a first down on the rush from Tanner Noble.
45-yard line.
2 plays, 10 yards. Hidden Valley's third first down of the night.
Again, we have a white Mercedes, license 21737. Tow truck's on its way. Please hurry.
So that one going against South Umpqua. So it'll be 1st and 5 to go for the Mustangs. Ball snap, Vidlak dropping back in the pocket. Deep over the middle, Matusik couldn't rein it in. Covering him was Travis Wilsey. Tight coverage, so it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. Vidlak under center. The toss to Powers on the outside. He gets swarmed, so maybe a loss that time for the Mustangs. Yeah, they'll lose one on that attempted toss. Oh, a loss of about 3 as a matter of fact. Powers back there with Vidlak in the shotgun now. And they're going to get South Umpqua going on 2 that time. Hidden Valley has been pretty disciplined at doing that. They did it against St. Mary's and got a few yards. So now it'll just be 3rd and about 3 for the Mustangs. Another penalty goes against the Lancers. Minute 30 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Again, Hidden Valley up early, 7-0, an early touchdown on their first drive. Only took them about 2 minutes, and they were up 7-0 to start this game. Finlack taking the snap, tossing it down the sideline, but incomplete. Intended target was Jeremiah Noga.
Incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
So 4th down and 3. It looks like Hidden Valley going to bring out the special teams unit. And Jeremiah Noga will be forced to punt. Last time for him, it was about a 30-yard punt.
Noga, the punt for the Mustangs. Wilsey back deep for the Lancers.
That one will end up rolling out of bounds.
Ball goes out of bounds around the 12,
No return.
It'll be 1st and 10. Lancers are right there.
So it'll be taken in, and I believe they're calling it the 12-yard line.
Practice starts Tuesday through Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. in the multi-purpose room. I know the little ones will be excited for that.
Minute 12 as South Umpqua takes over. Whistle's blown, so the play ends before it even starts.
Whistles and flags. We'll see what the call is. Moving on the Lancers. That'll back them up 5.
So it'll be 1st and 15 at the Lancers' 7-yard line, I believe, is how they're marking it. I can't quite see.
Going to back it up another 5 yards.
So it's going to be 1st and 20 at the Lancer 2-yard line. They just keep going backwards. A lot of penalties called against them early. Minute 08 left to go in the first quarter of play. That one finally gets a snap, trying to go deep down the sideline. Incomplete. Intended target was Travis Wilsey.
It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 20 to go for the Lancers, as they're backed up against their own 2-yard line. Scoreboard marks it at 5, so we'll call it the 5. Trey Bixler, the free safety, standing all there by himself. Just under a minute now left to go. Whistles and hands waving. Can't quite see where the flag is. We'll try to pay attention to what it is. And I think that one's going against Hidden Valley. So they'll bring it forward 5 yards. And it'll be 3rd and call it 12 to go for the for the Lancers, sorry. Looks like the handoff was on the inside. I don't think it's going to be good enough for a 1st down, as it'll be a gain of more like 3 yards for Ferguson.
Ferguson on the carry brings it back to the original line of scrimmage. 18 on the tackle, Glenn Rossi for the Mustangs.
3rd and 10 for the Lancers. Glenn Rossi in on the tackle. He's 2nd on the team in tackles. That's his 31st of the season. He's also got 1 sack and 1 fumble recovery so far, the 2018 campaign. 24 seconds left to go in the first. Pass caught. Dustin Brown in on the tackle.
Easter's pass complete to Wilsey. Just a small game, a couple yards. It'll be 4th down and about.
Completed pass of about 2 yards to Wilsey. And that will be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 Mustangs lead after one. When we come back, it'll be fourth down and about 7 to go for the Lancers. So stay tuned. You're watching the Weimar Game of the Week on HVTV1.com.
Southern Oregon Audiovisual and Ciro Bignati. And by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix. HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audiovisual and Ciro Bignati and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to the Weimar Game of the Week. Today's game is sponsored by Burger King, Southern Oregon. Since 1954, our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger King of Southern Oregon.
I'd like to remind you that our second quarter is brought to you by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Spencer Simons in about a 10-yard return after that punt, so they'll take over to start the second quarter of play. The Mustangs leading 7-0 after one. So the offense will take over. Looks to be at about the 45-yard line. Rush up the middle, good for about a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9 to go for Hidden Valley.
John Scott, Austin Sun, both on the tackle of the Lancers. It'll be 2nd down, 8 or 9.
Vidlac rolls out the pocket. That pass complete. Brought down in the sideline.
Vidlac's pass complete.
We'll see who that was to. I believe that's going to be Noga making the reception. So it'll be 3rd and about 2 to go for Hidden Valley. So again, how you see it on your screen right now, we're facing south. Hidden Valley heading toward the east goal. Just north of Seven Feathers Casino, just south of Roseburg. Not too far off of I-5. We're at South Umpqua High School, home of the Lancers. Is getting Hidden Valley on the road this week. Got to win these last 3. I heard Coach Powers in Coach's Corner talk about it. It's a 3-game season as that pass is complete to Parker Wright. Good block downfield. He's going to get around the block from Matusik. He's fighting, and I believe that's going to be good enough for a first down from Hidden Valley. And it will be. So Parker Wright, Hidden Valley picking up the first down. In on the tackle for South Umpqua, Jeremiah Geyer. It's another first down for Hidden Valley. That's their 4th on the night.
Encroachment on the defense. That'll back the Lancers up 5 yards.
Encroachment call against South Umpqua. So that'll be a 1st and 5 for the Mustangs. A lot of penalties against the Lancers early. Coming into this one, South Umpqua, they're 2-4 overall on the season, 0-2 in Southern Division League play. Losing to Cascade Christian last week. Interception in the end zone.
Midlack's pass intended for a receiver down there, but Travis Wilson with the interception.
Travis Wilson, interception in the end zone, so it'll be a first down at the 20 for South Umpqua. So South Umpqua now taking over at the 20. Just a shade over 10 minutes to go until halftime. It's homecoming at South Umpqua High School, so we're going to have a bit of a long halftime. We'll try to give you the best show we can. Got a lot of time to cover as this one's handed off to the outside.
First down, Hidden Valley.
Looks like another fumble recovery. Couldn't quite see who fell on it, but Hidden Valley will get it right back. One play and another turnover for South Umpqua. Their offensive game is definitely not where they want it to be coming into this one. Rush up the middle. A gain of what looked to be about 6 yards for Tanner Noble.
About 6, maybe 7. Noah Rudy on the tackle for the Lancers. It'll be second down. I'm going to call it 4.
3 turnovers already for South Umpqua, 2 coming on the fumble. Another one coming on the botched punt return. Second and about 6 to go for Hidden Valley, taking the handoff up the middle. Tanner Noble trying to fight. He stays up, and he actually might have gained a yard there. Way to fight for Tanner Noble.
Noble on the carry.
3rd and 5 for the Mustangs.
Austin Chung on the initial hit, and then Ethan Wilson in there to help bring him down. It'll be 3rd down and about 5.
Again, only 4 plays to go. Hidden Valley had the ball, but it was intercepted by Travis Wilsey in the end zone. Try to get back to that play. That was Vidlak's 14th interception on the season. Dropping back, rolling out of the pocket. A bullet in the end zone intended for Jeremiah Noga, but it'll fall incomplete.
Vidlak's pass intended for Noga, but the height so incomplete. We got 4th down.
In here in South Umpqua, about 61 degrees. Wind blowing about 5 miles an hour from the north end. It's kind of cooled down over the past couple of minutes, but the wind was quite stiff just a few minutes ago. Again, we're facing south. Hidden Valley headed toward the east goal, and Vidlak is getting ready to try to knock this field goal in. Be a 21-yard attempt. Kick is up. Has the distance, and it's good. A 21-yard field goal for Sam Vidlak makes this one 10-0. Hidden Valley leading as you watch the Bymark Game of the Week on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1 Student News is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This event also sponsored in part by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Since 1954, our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger Kings of Southern Oregon.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. The score is 10-0 Hidden Valley, capping that last drive off with a 21-yard field goal from Sam Vidlak. That play only taking, or that drive only taking 4 plays at 3 and out, but they were in good field position to start. And another fumble. On the kick return. So he does end up falling on that one. That was Wilsey again, I believe, falling on that one. I couldn't quite tell who it was, but regardless, the South Umpqua offense will take over at about the 26-yard line. Last drive ending for them on a fumble. And this will be a tackle in the backfield, a loss of what looked to be about 5.
Cruz met in the backfield by number 51, Dylan Neal for the Mustangs.
Dylan Neal in on the tackle.
Loss of 4.
One of the defensive tackles for Hidden Valley. It's been good all season, and now that the entire defense is back and ready to go, Noble will see him out there a few times. Along with Dustin Brown, been a great defensive player. Nate Bragg, linebacker, out there as well, and a flag is thrown. And it's dropped down here right in front of us as well, so we'll see what the call ends up being. But again, tackling leaders for Hidden Valley, Nate Bragg, he's got 35 on the season. Glenn Rossi's got 30. He's also got a sack and a fumble recovery. So that one will go against Hidden Valley. And we also see something to keep track of, Lawrence Matusik. Can't quite see him very well. He's on the other side of the field. He's by the Hidden Valley sideline. It's his first defensive start of the season, replacing Elias English at the corner position. The ball is snapped, and that one's caught, and a gain of about 4. Making the catch was Cameron Janes. A flag is thrown back where Deister was hit. Personal foul against Hidden Valley. Maybe a roughing the passer call.
I believe that makes it an automatic first down and another Lancer first down.
That's only the Lancers' 3rd first down of the night. Whistle's blown before the play starts.
Motion on the Lancers.
False start against the Lancers. So it'll be first and about 15. I believe they're going to make it first down. First and 15 to go for South Umpqua. Still scoreless for them, and another flag thrown. Just starts to remind you about the game we had in Salem Academy. Just couldn't get a play off. The referees keep throwing flags, and this game moving pretty quickly, though. I think they're just going to pick it up and
Makes it first and about 1 for the Lancers.
First and 1. So I'm not quite sure what the call was. We didn't get a signal, but it'll be first and 1. As in 3 plays, they go back 5, and now they're up 15. So Calls, I guess, going their way. Josh Deister back there with his running back, Ferguson. Hands off to Ferguson, trying to get along the outside. He'll get the first down, and then he'll get some more.
Ferguson on the carry. Pick up of about 4. Good enough for another Lancer. First down. Glenn Rossi on the tackle for the
Fourth first down of the night for South Umpqua, matching Hidden Valley's total, both 4 apiece. As again, they really need to cap this drive off with some points. 7 minutes in counting. In motion and taking the handoff, but getting caught in the backfield. Tanner Noble, I believe that was, and on the tackle.
Christensen on the carry for the Lancers. Brought for a loss.
And that was Noble on the tackle for loss.
15, tackled by Spencer
So
Simons for the Mustangs, along with Tanner Noble.
carrying that ball for South Umpqua, that was number 12, Andrew Christensen. He's a freshman. Switching up between quarterback and DB. We see him down there in the bottom of your screen. Deister falls back. The pass is caught by Ferguson, and it looked to be a pretty nice gain. Maybe of about 5 or 6 for Ferguson on the catch.
About 6 or 5. I'm going to put 5. It'll be third down and a long 6.
Third down and about 6 to go. 5:44 and counting left before halftime. Again, it is homecoming here at South Umpqua High School. So we'll have a long halftime to try to recap as much as this week's action as we can. Oh, and he's got down in the backfield. Dustin Brown in on the sack.
Dustin Brown for the Mustangs.
That's Brown's first recorded sack on the season, but he's definitely been in on a few, but officially that's his first. Solo tackle for him in the backfield as he brings down Deister. So it'll be 4th and about 11 to go for South Umpqua. It looks like they're keeping the offense out there. They're trailing by 10. Again, with just a shade under 5 minutes to go. Hidden Valley sending the blitz. And they get in the backfield again. Pass incomplete, so it'll be a turnover on downs. Hidden Valley, they'll take over just before reaching. I believe that's the 45-yard line.
On the 42-yard line.
So they're going to take over at the 42.
For the Mustangs.
Second turnover on downs on the night for South Umpqua. As that's their second failed 4th down conversion as well. So the Mustangs, they'll take over at about the 42-yard line. We'll call it that. Taking the handoff, trying to go around the outside was Powers, but he's brought down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of about a yard, maybe 2. Second and 11.
Powers on the carry for the Mustangs. Not from behind by Cameron Janey for the Lancers. Loss of a couple will be second down.
Not a good gain, maybe about 2 or 3 yards.
Pass complete to Lawrence Matusek. Pick up about 4.
Third and call it 7 for the Mustangs to go here. Big hit on that one Maybe good for a first down, and it will be. So Matusik and the Mustangs will get another first down. Fifth first down on the night for Hidden Valley. That makes them 1 for 2 on third down conversions on the night. Three and a half to go. They're going to bring that one forward 5 yards. The flag goes against the Lancers, so it'll be 1st and 5. Vidlac and Powers. Parker Wright gonna just have to fall onto that. Incomplete to Parker Wright, so it'll be 2nd and 5. 3:15 and counting. Mustangs up by 10. 10-0 the score on the Evergreen Federal Bank scoreboard. Play action pass, Matusik catching that one. Getting around the blocks. It looked to be a gain of about 5 yards, and they're going to call it a first down. That one looked to be close, but they're going to give it to Hidden Valley. Another first down for Matusik. First and 10 at the 35. By just the tip of the football, so with just under 3 minutes, Powers is going to take that one. A fumble. Can South Umpqua fall on it? I think they will. They had trouble doing it at first.
Ball's on the ground, but I believe we have a Hidden Valley cover.
Did they fall back on it? Lawrence Matusik falls on the football. Unbelievable. South Umpqua had that one. I couldn't see who it was, but kicked it downfield just far enough for Matusik to get to it. So Hidden Valley fumbles the ball. It's kicked downfield, and they're able to recover it. That's the third fumble on the night for, or sorry, rather, that's the first fumble on the night for Hidden Valley.
Illegal participation on the Mustangs. Player running on the field after the
So illegal participation is the call, but Hidden Valley, they'll maintain possession regardless. So 1st and 35 is how they're marking it. 1st and 35 to go for the Mustangs. They're going to need a deep pass here. Receivers lined up wide. Jake Tackett's out there. Lawrence Matusik, Jeremiah Noga. Pass a dart down the sideline. A lot of yards recovered there as the finally brought down. Jake Tackett making the reception. He's out there in the slot, so it'll now be 2nd and they're calling it 21 yards, so 2nd and 21. This will be the 7th play of the drive for the Mustangs. 5 receivers set out, along with a running back in the backfield for Hidden Valley. Pass caught by Parker Wright. He's just going to fall on it. So a gain of about 5 or so yards. 3rd and 15 to go for Hidden Valley. South Umpqua in a good position to stop it and maybe try to put some points on the board in the back end of this half. Vidlac by himself in the backfield in the shotgun, falling back. The pocket collapses. He gets around one tackle. He launches it over the middle and an interception. Bringing it back down the sideline. Clancy Allen going to try to break down on the tackle, and he's brought down. Josh Deister on the interception, 38 yards on the return, but a flag is down.
Max Wallace on the tackle for the Mustangs. Josh Deister on the interception.
Personal foul against Hidden Valley. Second interception of the night for Sam Vidlac. That totals him at 15 on the season. So that's Josh Deister on the interception. He did fumble it offensively. He's the starting quarterback, but I guess making up for it on the interception there. So again, South Umpqua, they're in a pretty decent position to try to put some points on the board here, starting this drive into Hidden Valley's territory. Ferguson trying to fight for extra yards, but he's brought down after a gain of about 5.
Number 33 on the carry. Taylor Wiley. Second down and out 4. Ferguson that time on the carry.
Ferguson with another carry, not getting very far. Maybe a gain of 2 yards. So again, Vidlac's 15th interception on the season, as opposed to his 10 touchdown passes. And a 38-yard interception return by Josh Deister.
Ferguson again on the carry, pick up about 3 or 4 yards. Good enough for another Lancer.
South Umpqua picking up the first down. 5 for them on the night. Ferguson trying to get more, but just about all 11 Mustangs in on that tackle. As we're under 25 seconds left to go before halftime. As a timeout is called with 22 seconds left to go before the end of the second quarter. Mustangs lead 10-0. You're watching the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
.com. Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Make a pit stop today at My Circle K, powered by Colvin Oil, and enjoy a Polar Pop any day, any size, just 89 cents. And get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. Getting right back into the action. South Umpqua trying to punch it in.
Ferguson again on the carry. Moves it down to where about 3rd and short 2. Number 6 on the tackles, Parker Wright for the Mustangs.
So I believe that's going to be another timeout called. We're going to stay with it on this one. 15 seconds left to go here before halftime. South Umpqua with possession. They're very close to trying to finish out this half by putting points on the board. They weren't able to at all this half. We'll try to give you the best recap we can at halftime, but just to give you an idea of the turnovers they've had. Their second drive of the game, Josh Deister, a fumble after one play. Again, later in the same quarter, or rather in the second quarter, I should say, another fumble, one play into their drive as well. So Hidden Valley's offense has really been out on the field a lot, given good time to rest for the defense, and it's really showing because the Lancers are still scoreless, and we're 15 seconds to halftime here in Myrtle Creek. And a touchdown for Credence Ferguson and the South Umpqua Lancers. A rush of 4 yards for Ferguson. That'll be 6 points for the Lancers. And that is loud. They've got some sort of fireworks system over there that I'm not seeing any time they do it, and it is loud. That is a big boom.
Kyle Perry is the kick for the Lancers. Riley Thatcher hold. Kate Johnson to snap.
Trying for the extra point. Kyla Pyers is good.
Kick is good.
10-7. Hidden Valley leads. There's 10 seconds to go until halftime. The Mustangs will get maybe one play off before then. You're watching the Bymark Game of the Week on HVTV1.com.
TV1 is presented in part by Bymart. Bymart delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bymart. For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass, thanks to Southern Oregon Sanitation. TV1.
Welcome back to the Bymark Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. South Umpqua finally getting some points on the board. They ended their last drive. 4 plays. They went 30 yards. It took them 52 seconds to get those 7 points on the board. Cap that drive with a Credence Ferguson 4-yard touchdown rush. Again, 10-7 the score. About 10 seconds left to go until halftime, so Hidden Valley might have a chance to get one play off. Matusik gets it. And he's going to be downed with about 5 seconds left to go, so they will get one play off on this drive.
5 seconds left in the half.
Remember, Hidden Valley is going to be forced to kick when we come out of halftime, so we'll see if they just decide to kneel it and get the half over with, or if we see Vidlak try to go deep and get one last play in. Awaiting the snap. So one last play before halftime. Vidlak under center. They're going to toss it out to Powers. He's going to get downfield. He breaks through one tackle, maybe two. It looks to be a gain of about almost 20 yards, but that'll be it before halftime, I believe.
53 Ethan Wilson on the tackle for the Lancers. We have a flag back.
A flag down on the field with 1 second left. That one toward the original line of scrimmage.
37, 8-yard line.
Holding against the Mustangs. So they'll get one more playoff, I believe. So I think the Mustangs and Sam Vidlak just going to kneel it down here with the 1 second remaining. And that's what they'll do. It's halftime here in Myrtle Creek. The score is 10-7 as we head into the halftime break. It's also homecoming for these Lancers, so we'll do the best we can on this extended long halftime period. Again, the score 10-7 on the Bi-Mart scoreboard. You're watching the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix. HVTV1 Student News is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This event also sponsored in part by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Since 1954, our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Make a pit stop today at My Circle K powered by Colvin Oil and enjoy a Polar Pop any day, any size, just 89 cents. And get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to the Bi-Mart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. It's halftime here in Myrtle Creek as the Mustangs lead 10-7 over the South Umpqua Lancers. We'll give you the best idea we can as to what happened in that first half of play. Hidden Valley started their first drive. They capped it with a touchdown rush. Tobias Powers 9 yards to finish out the touchdown. That drive took them 7 plays. They went 64 yards. That was their opening drive of the game. From then on, the only other touchdown drive in the entire half was towards South Umpqua. They went 4 plays, went 30 yards in 52 seconds. That was their last drive of the half. Credence Ferguson going 4 yards for the touchdown. In the middle there, Sam Vidlak, he ended up picking up a 21-yard field goal, and that's how he get to the score, 21-7. Again, it is halftime here at South Umpqua High School, and there you see the homecoming court float. Got some nice little lights on it. And next week is homecoming at Hidden Valley. The homecoming game against Douglas. It's also senior night. Of course, you can catch that game right here on HVTV1.com. That's next week, Friday night at home against Douglas High School. And just to give you an idea, this game affecting playoffs in a big way for Hidden Valley. It's a must-win for them, as are their last 2 games of the season, only 3 remaining. They're 0-2 right now in league play. We'll give you an idea of how the Southern Division of Special District 2 shapes up right now. Cascade Christian is on top. They are 2-0. Also 2-0 teams are Brookings Harbor and St. Mary's. Got 3 0-2 teams. Those teams are Hidden Valley, South Umpqua, and Douglas. The schedule elsewhere tonight, Cascade Christian and Douglas going at it. Cascade Christian hosting that one. Brookings is hosting St. Mary's. And, of course, right here, South Umpqua and Hidden Valley in Myrtle Creek. And if you're paying attention, you know Hidden Valley, they're not in the Skyline Conference anymore, at least not in football for the next 2 years. So if you're still trying to pay attention to the Skyline, how that shapes up right now in football, we'll give you the best idea. Klamath Union there on top. They are 3-0 in league play. Mazama is at 2-0. They're in second place. Henley 1-1 in third. North Valley, they're 0-2. They haven't yet won a league match. And Phoenix is 0-3. Again, they haven't won yet either. The schedules this week for that division: Klamath Union and Mazama at Mazama High School, the Pelicans and the Vikings. North Valley is hosting Henley, and Phoenix, they play a non-league match versus Cottage Grove at home. And again, for those local fans paying attention to the 6A District 7, otherwise known as the Southwest Conference, South Medford is on top 1-0 there. Sheldon follows them up at 1-0 as well. Grants Pass and North Medford are both 1-1 on the season, and Roseburg is 0-2 in league play. Schedules this week for District 7 is Sheldon. They travel to South Medford. Grants Pass is hosting Westview, and Roseburg, they play North Medford at home in Roseburg. Of course, if you're paying attention to the NCAA Division I scoreboard, Arizona and Utah, they play tonight. That game should be going on right now. That started at 7 o'clock. Colorado and USC in Southern California this week. Oregon hosting Washington. And UCLA and Cal going at it in the NCAA. We'll continue the halftime show and maybe cover some of this homecoming court as you see them cross right in front of us here. Sign saying blow up the Stangs. We'll take a break at this halftime. You're watching the Bimart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
TV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix. HVTV1 Student News is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This event also sponsored in part by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Since 1954, our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Make a pit stop today at My Circle K powered by Colvin Oil and enjoy a Polar Pop any day, any size, just 89 cents. And get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Passing in front of us now, the South Umpqua Senior Class homecoming.
Princess Aubrey Rainville. In the second car, we have the owner and driver Mandy Rigby escorting the sophomore Princess Madison Whittick. Sophomore Princess Madison Whittick. In this third car, we have owner and driver Pete Austin escorting the junior Princess Abby Sullivan. In the fourth car, we have owner Kenny Sherman and driver Connor Price escorting the senior Princess Taya Kelly. And in the fifth car, we have owner and driver Taylor Stevenson escorting the senior Princess Zoe Durand. In the sixth car, we have driver Rob Pedersen escorting the senior Princess Sophia Navalta. Rounding out the parade, we have, I believe, the Lancer Mobile, purchased by the Lancer Way, which will be escorting our 2018-17 homecoming queen as she leaves the track. Please check out all of our SU Lancer sports and activities at suhslancers.org.
So there you have it, the South Umpqua homecoming court. Kind of neat there. I like the nice cars, looking sharp. So again, last night, not sure if you could catch it, the Hidden Valley girls volleyball team on the road last night in Phoenix. They beat the Pirates 3-0 and clinched the Skyline Conference, an immediate berth into the playoffs. As I believe I read a stat in the past 6 years. No. In the past 3 years, Hidden Valley, they're 26-0 in the Skyline. So just incredible statistics there. And again, clinching the Skyline for the third year in a row. So watch them in the USA State playoffs. And Monday night as well, 3A Powerhouse Cascade Christian coming to town. We'll catch that game on HVTV1.com. Joining me is going to be Classic Moshe Lilgiant. He's going to be in the booth with me at Mustang Court. And again, next Friday, Hidden Valley's homecoming will be against Douglas at Mustang Field, the Evergreen Sports Complex. So be sure to come out for that, or of course, if you can't, tune in on HVTV1.com. We'll cover the whole event and all the festivities of homecoming week on HVTV1.com. We're going to take another break in halftime here. We'll come back and we'll throw some more football your way. You're watching the Bymart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix. HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. HVTV1 Student News is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This event also sponsored in part by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Since 1954, our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger Kings of Southern Oregon.
He'll be coming around on the senior float. He was, and he should be here now. Good deal. Congratulations to the 2018 SU Homecoming Court. Your 2017 Homecoming King was Taylor Gross. Taylor is the son of Luke and Leah Gross. He's very outgoing and loves to hang out with his family and friends. Taylor is currently attending Linfield. Good job, Taylor. Your new Homecoming King 2018 was crowned at Wednesday night's SU Bonfire. So congratulations again to Credence Ferguson. SU leadership would like to give a big shout out to the members of the Tri-City Fire Department, the SU Jobs Program headed by Larry Widener and Bruce Flack, and other community volunteers who worked together to build a bonfire that was taller than the South Umpqua High School itself. Thank you again for your awesome generosity. The 2017 South Umpqua High School Homecoming Queen was Morgan Ball. She's the daughter of Sean Ball. Morgan is here tonight to crown our Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending tonight's homecoming halftime presentation. The SU leadership would like to thank the following donors who helped make this a success. That would be Tommy's Burgers, Shirtcliff Oil, McDonald's, Pizza Palace, Ray's Food Place, Shop Smart, and I'm sure there are others who will name soon. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great second half, Lancers.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. Halftime is winding down here in Myrtle Creek. 10-7 the score after the first half. Hidden Valley up by 3. Sam Vidlak closing out Hidden Valley, scoring with a 21-yard field goal, but in the last drive of the half, newly crowned homecoming king, Credence Ferguson, rushed for 4 yards and got a touchdown for the Lancers. So kind of cool. He's got a touchdown, the newly crowned homecoming king. Kind of neat there. But I'd guarantee you he'd like to win this football game a lot more than he'd like to be crowned homecoming king. So still down by 3. And they've got an entire half of football left to go. So it's going to be nice to see if this Hidden Valley defense can hold up. We're going to take one last break before halftime. When we come back, we'll start the third quarter. You're watching the Bimart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Make a pit stop today at My Circle K, powered by Colvin Oil, and enjoy a Polar Pop any day, any size, just 89 cents. And get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. We throw it down to Jay Reese with a coach interview.
All right, with Coach Vince Randall. Coach, 10-7. Things have been kind of stymied, a little slower pace than I think you wanted.
Much slower than what we would like. We've had a couple turnovers and some bad penalties that have kind of slowed up our drives. We need to hopefully clean a bunch of that up in the locker room and come out a little cleaner in the second half and move the ball and try and get in the end zone.
All right, best of luck. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
That was Jay Reese with assistant coach Vince Randall talking about Hidden Valley's defense. They're playing a good defensive game right now, but a couple good turnovers for them. Hoping to continue that going into the locker room, see what kind of pep talk head coach James Powers gave. So let's see if Hidden Valley can keep their lead or extend upon it as they lead by 3 heading into this third quarter of play. To begin the third quarter of play, we'd like to remind you that this third quarter of play is brought to you by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix for all of your home improvement projects. Whether you're pouring a sidewalk, patio, or RV pad, call Riverside Ready Mix at 476-1424. 476-1424. Whistle is blown, and Max Wallace going to be set to kick off for Hidden Valley. As we get started in this third quarter of play, the Mustangs lead by 3. Caught just past the 30. He's swarmed, but he gets through a few tackles. And he might have gotten about 7 yards.
Brings it out to about the 38-yard line. The Lancers take over 1st and 10. Fisher Bastian on the tackle for the
Fisher Bastian making the tackle on the special team squad. So the offense for South Umpqua will come out onto the field. Again, last time ending their drive with a 4-yard touchdown rush from Credence Ferguson. Again, the newly crowned homecoming king here at South Umpqua High School. Kind of a neat honor in his final home football game. Rolling out, and the pass complete.
Wow.
A nice running throw and catch from Deester to Allen.
Deester's pass complete.
That'll be Good for about 9 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 1. And that's a nice play to come out of halftime with. A running throw and catch. Again, Deester to Allen, the tight end, making that catch down on the sideline. Allen in motion, and I think they're going to call another false start against in South Umpqua. We'll see.
False start against the Lancers.
Ferguson trying to rush for the first down. They're not going to be able to get it.
No gain. Tackled there by Nathan Bragg.
Brought down by Nathan Bragg. .24 left to go here in the third quarter of play. We're just starting the second half. Handing it off to Ferguson. No play action pass. He's being chased by defenders. He launches it up down the sideline. Couldn't catch up to it. Intended target was Rayleigh Thatcher. Fourth down, for South Umpqua. Three and out for them, as I think they're going to come out and punt it on this play. Yep. Special teams units out on the field. Punting this one for the Lancers. That would be number 12, Andrew Christensen, a freshman. Flag down.
False start again against the Lancers. Christian Allen back to punt.
So Allen's still back to punt, 4th and 10. Almost blocked. Simons is going to let that one roll out of bounds just past the 40-yard line.
Ball goes out of bounds on the 35-yard line.
Call it the 35, so Hidden Valley is going to take over. Ten minutes even. Hidden Valley going to get their first possession of this half. Last possession for the Mustangs ended with a 21-yard field goal attempt. A Josh Deister interception. Before that, though, Vidlac did kick the 21-yard field goal, making the score 10-0. Not before Credence Ferguson got that touchdown to end the first half of play. Handed off on the outside. Tobias Power is going to try to get there. He will not. Maybe a gain of 1. In fact, it'll be a loss of 1 for Tobias Powers. Handed off, Powers taking another handoff. This time he's going to be able to make his way upfield. He gets a first down and then some, and he's finally brought down out of bounds after a gain of almost 17 yards.
Tobias Powers on a carry pickup of a 20 and a first down.
They're calling it 20 yards, and it'll be a first down for Hidden Valley, their first of the half. That makes 7 for them total on the night. 6 in the first half for Hidden Valley. Matusik coming out, receiver. just off your screen is another handoff, that time to Tanner Noble. A gain of, looked to be about 8 yards. They're calling it 9 yards, so Hidden Valley keep rushing the ball. Vidlac has been interception prone this game, had 2 in the first half. Handing it off to the fullback, Noble. He breaks through for a first down. A gain of about 4 yards for him.
Noah Rudy on the tackle for the Lancers. First down, Hidden Valley.
That handoff, almost another first down. That one was handed off to Tobias Powers, a gain of maybe 8 or 9 yards. Looked to be 9.
Tackle. But after a pickup of 9 yards, it'll be 2nd and 1.
Another run, that time another first down for Hidden Valley, as they're just going to keep pounding this ball up the middle as Tanner Noble with another first down.
6 or 7, first down. About the 15-yard line of the Lancers.
3 first downs for Hidden Valley on this drive on 5 plays for them.
Cameron James on the tackle for the Lancers.
Caught in the backfield. Holding on to it was Powers, but that'll be a loss of almost 6 yards.
Makes the stop in the backfield for about a 4-yard loss.
They're calling it a loss of 4. I guess Powers went farther than the ball did, so it's going to be
Powers was the carrier.
2nd and 14. $7:10 left to go here in the third quarter of play. 10-7 the score. Nothing really working here for either team in this third quarter, but this is Hidden Valley's only first possession of the half. Vidlac rolling out of the pocket. A shot at the end zone, incomplete. Jeremiah Noga shot right over his head. Vidlac's pass to Noga incomplete. So they'll try a 15-yard play on third down. Chapman gets pushed about 1.5 yards back, and that will definitely be an encroachment call against the defense.
Encroachment on the Lancers.
Three-receiver set for Hidden Valley, play-action pass. Thrown to Matusik, it's over his head, as that would have been an incredible touchdown pass. But Matusik, it slides right through his fingers. Incompletion. Matt Uemizu coming in at the tight end position, number 32. Don't see very much of him offensively, but we have the past couple weeks, so maybe a shift toward the end of the season for the Mustangs, but still, Uemizu's proved to be a good blocker at the tight end position, also playing linebacker, and they're bringing him out here for the special teams attempt. Holding the ball is Jeremiah Noga. Another 21-yard attempt, or I should say 31-yard attempt for Sam Vidlac. Delay game for the Mustangs as they'll bring it back. So now we'll see if Vidlac's really got the leg, as they're going to bring it back 5, so it'll be a 36-yard attempt for the sophomore kicker and quarterback for Hidden Valley. Vidlac has done it before. I've seen him do it at practice. He's done it in the game. His longest of the season was 27. That was last week. The kick is up. It's got the distance, and it's good. A 36-yard attempt for sophomore Sam Vidlac is good, and that makes the score 13-7. The Mustangs continue to lead this ball game. Again, 13-7 the score. 6:35 remaining left to go here in the third quarter of play. We're going to step aside. You're watching the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for construction, logging, rigging, hose and hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire and safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Make a pit stop today at My Circle K, powered by Colvin Oil, and enjoy a Polar Pop any day, any size, just 89 cents. And get a kickback rewards card and earn points with every purchase. Points you can redeem just like cash. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. The score 13-7 after the 36-yard field goal from Sam Vidlac. That one caught at the 25. The Mustangs swarming the returner. And he's hit after just passing the 30.
We have a flag on the play.
Josh, a real insurgent effort there by Hidden Valley offensive line with a great push. Unfortunately, couldn't get it in the end zone, but a 37-yard Sam Vidlac field goal at least gives the Mustangs 6-point lead. But again, a much better effort up front, a great push by that front five.
Again, that was our sideline reporter for this one, Jay Reese. So it's going to be 1st and 5, I believe, is the call. No, 1st and 10. For South Umpqua, they're just getting the clock figured out, I think, is what's going on. So again, that last drive for Hidden Valley went 8 plays, took them about 3.5 minutes to get there. And eventually, again, capping it off 36-yard, a field goal for Sam Vidlac. So whistle's blown. That one will be against Hidden Valley, so it will be 1st and 5 after all. Handed off to Ferguson. He cuts up field.
Ferguson on the carry for the Lancers.
That'll be good for a Lancer first down. South Umpqua's first down of the half. That makes 6 total for them on the night, as opposed to Hidden Valley's 9 so far.
Ferguson caught in the backfield this time by number 76, Dustin Brown for the Mustangs.
Dustin Brown, tackle for loss. He's known to do that, a big, strong defensive lineman. So second and call it 13. Maybe a long 13, but still second down for South Umpqua. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Rush to the outside. Ferguson not taking this one. He's going to be brought down. A gain of about 5 yards. Allen in motion. Hand it off to Ferguson. He's going to try to cut up field, and he will. A flag is thrown. That one going against Hidden Valley. Illegal hand to the face. So it'll be brought forward. They're now marking it at the 25. I believe they're marking it at the Lancer 25. Taking the handoff, cutting up field. Simon's there to stop him, but Bixler taking him down in the end.
Taylor Wiley on the carry for the Lancers. Pickup of at least 9. Trey Bixler on the tackle along with Spencer Simons for the Mustangs. Flag down again.
Four minutes to go in the third quarter of play. And the Mustangs on the road. They're back home next week. It's the homecoming game against Douglas next week. Then after that, their final game of the season against Brookings.
Personal foul, roughing.
That one will also go against Hidden Valley. So Deester's going to be lining up under center. Ferguson's going to be back behind him. Not quite sure what's taking him so long down there on the field. Clock resumes. Bixler looked like he's trying to blitz, and he will. Ferguson going to try to take it on the outside. He's going to cut up field. And a gain of 2 or 3 yards for Ferguson. Second and goal for the Lancers.
Lancers are second goal on the 5-yard line.
Clock still going, just under 3.5 minutes left to go. Allen was in motion, the handoff to Ferguson, no. Looked like a misdirection play, and he's going to be brought down before reaching the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and goal.
Trey Bixler on the tackle for the Mustangs. Loss on the play. Back to about the 7, I believe, for the
Blitz again, that time taking it on the outside. He's going to be brought down before.
Taylor Wiley on the carry again for the Lancers. Moved it into about the 4-yard line.
Wellesley in on that one. 13 plays for South Umpqua on this drive. Or, sorry, 8 plays.
4th down.
Timeout will be called by South Umpqua. Score is 13-7. You're watching the Bimart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
Is presented in part by Bimart. Bimart delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bimart. For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass, thanks to Southern Oregon Sanitation.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. 13-7 the score in the third quarter of play. Lancers 8 plays deep into this drive. It's their second drive of the half. And it's 4th and goal. Looks like they're going to go for it. They're on the 4-yard line. It is snapped. Going on the outside is Deester. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. Dylan Neal making the play in the backfield. That'll be another turnover on downs. Hidden Valley will take possession.
Dylan Neal on the tackle for the Mustangs.
Third time tonight that happened for South Umpqua. Turnover on downs. Mustangs going to take over at their own 15 with 2:18 remaining in the third quarter. Hand off to Tanner Noble, maybe a gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. 9-play drive for South Umpqua, couldn't come away with any points. Wasting off about 4 minutes of the time here in the third quarter. Clock still running, under 2 minutes now. Tobias Powers sidelined, it looked like, hit pretty hard from behind. Picks up about 6 or 7 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 1 to go for the Mustangs.
Tackled there by Christian Allen for the Lancers, along with Josh Deester, but no major.
So they're going to come out and they're going to measure this. Players kind of blocking our shot, but can still see what the call is.
We're looking about 3rd down and about a ball's length for a 1st down.
So I think it's going to be 3rd down and about half a foot for Hidden Valley, maybe the length of the football. Handing it off that time. Tobias Powers is about to cut up field. And yeah, that's going to be a horse collar call for sure. He was grabbed by the pads.
Number 9, Tobias Powers on the carry.
He'll pick up the 1st down, but it'll be moved a bit farther than that.
Josh Deester and Ashton Roberts on the tackle, but we believe they're
So face masking against South Umpqua. Personal foul, so that'll be 15 yards. Looked like horse collaring, but it'll be face masking instead. So Hidden Valley will take it at the 35, or the 45-yard line. Parker Wright in motion. They fake giving him the handoff. Tanner Noble's going to cut up field instead. A gain of what looked to be about 6 yards.
Wilson down the bottom of the pile. Many others in there. A gain of 8. Maybe 2nd down 2.
Second and maybe a long 2 yards here. Score 13-7, under a minute now, 30 seconds to go left before the third quarter is over. Got in the backfield, Tanner Noble is going to be brought down.
Tanner Noble again on the carry. Loss of a yard.
Making the tackle for South Umpqua, Cameron Janes, a junior standing 6 foot 2 inches tall.
And Cameron James for the Lancers. It'll be 3rd and short 5.
3rd and 5 for Hidden Valley. Iwamizu coming on the field. Parker Wright taking a seat on the Hidden Valley sideline. And that will be the end of the third quarter of play. Hidden Valley leads by 6, 13-7 the score heading into the final quarter of play. You're watching the Bymart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1 Student News is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This event also sponsored in part by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Since 1954, our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger Kings of Southern Oregon.
Welcome back to the Bymart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. Hidden Valley going to start with possession as we get back into the action, but this fourth quarter of play is brought to you by Oregon California Supply. Oregon California Supply is your one-stop shop for your construction, logging, rigging, hose, hydraulic lines and fittings, and fire safety equipment. Oregon California Supply in Grants Pass next to Wild River Pizza. Only score of the third quarter came on a 36-yard field goal from Sam Vidlac. That was on Hidden Valley's first drive. This is only their second drive of the half, so that third quarter was eaten up by a lot of running yards by Credence Ferguson and Tanner Noble and Tobias Powers alike for Hidden Valley. But 13-7 as we get back into the action. Hidden Valley leading by 6. So again, join us Monday night for volleyball action versus Cascade Christian, a 3A team coming to Mustang Court. So the Hidden Valley Mustangs, they've already clinched that Skyline title, but still Cascade Christian, their last home game of the season for the Hidden Valley Mustangs. After that, they got to face the Vikings, and it's playoffs. Again, they clinched the Skyline Conference last night in Phoenix, beating the Pirates 3-0. So join us Monday night. some Mustangs volleyball, as it looks like we're about ready to get back into this football game. Vidlac under center. Tanner Noble acting as the fullback, and Powers behind him. They're going to hand it off to Powers. He's going to cut upfield. He's got a lot of room. He finds himself through one tackle, but ends up tripping on the other one. But that'll be a first down for Tobias Powers and the Mustangs. That's the Mustangs' fourth first down of this second half. That makes 10 for them total on the night. Going to hand it off again, that time to Tanner Noble. He breaks through one, but is then pushed way backwards. I think that'll be a gain of 5 or 6 yards.
Tanner Noble on the carry, but we have a flag again.
Flag is down.
On the tackle for the Lancers.
We'll see what the call is. Holding against Hidden Valley, so this one will be brought back. Clock starts up again, 11:20 left to go before the end of this one. Two tailbacks in the backfield with Vidlac. Looking deep down the sideline. That pass is caught. And it will be a touchdown for the Mustangs. Lawrence Matusik coming down with that pass. A 24-yard touchdown pass for Sam Vidlac.
We have a touchdown for Hidden Valley, but a flag down too.
We'll hold it all because there is a flag down. If that stands, it'll be Vidlac's 11th passing touchdown on the season. So again, if that stands, that'll be Vidlac's 11th passing touchdown on the season. Lawrence Matusik, it'd be his second receiving touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct. So touchdown will stand. The yardage will be brought back on the kickoff, so Hidden Valley will just have to kick from farther back. Hidden Valley going to try to go for two. The touchdown stands, so 19-7. Hidden Valley goes for two here. They'll be up by 2 touchdowns. Tossed out to Powers on the outside. He's going to fight his way into the end zone, and he gets it. A 2-point conversion for Hidden Valley and Tobias Powers. 21-7 the score here with about 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Hidden Valley up by 3 touchdowns. You're watching the Bi-Mart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com.
And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati. And by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix. HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to the Weimar Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. Score is 21-7 after Lawrence Matusik and Sam Vidlak connected on a 24-yard touchdown pass. Vidlak 11 touchdowns on the season. Matusik, that's his second receiving on the season. Mustangs capped that one off, a 2-point conversion, a 2-yard rush from Tobias Powers. On the 2-point conversion, 21-7 is the score, how we see it right now. So South Umpqua going to look to answer back. They're down by 2 touchdowns. They got about 11 minutes left to go. So they still got a chance in this one, but the Mustang defense has been all business so far.
Simmons and Geiger get that.
Getting around one tackle, Matt Uemizu not letting go, and he brings him down just past the 45-yard line. Mark it at the 44.
Matthew Owazu on the tackle for the Mustangs.
The announcer getting it wrong there. We've had trouble with it all last year. Iwamizu. Matthew is playing lots of sports, plays basketball, baseball as well. Iwamizu will be saying his name a lot. And he passes it back. That pass is caught, but I think he holds on. A fantastic catch by Cameron James. Deister hit him. That was a great play by Cameron James to hold on to that one. A big hit coming out too. Lancers will get another first down. Their second of the half. Big first play. That one going almost 20 yards. Brought down after a gain of about 5.
Tackled there by Tanner Noble for the Mustangs. Second down, 5.
Second and 5 for the South Umpqua Lancers. Again, they're down by 2 touchdowns. Looking to get one of them back right here as this ball is going to be snapped from the 15. Ferguson taking that one, running off of his blocks. Matusik brings him down along with Bixler at the 4-yard line.
Good enough for another Lancer first down. Matusik on the tackle for the Mustangs.
First and goal for South Umpqua. Bixler hurries off the field. We're going to have a strong defensive line. Ferguson, he ends up tripping on a block, so he won't get very far.
Top on about the 4, I think. A slip. It will be second down.
Allen in motion. Handed off. He's trying to find his way through. And a fumble in the end zone, but it's going to be fallen on by South Umpqua. I believe they're going to mark it down at the 1.
Got the ball about the 1 yard
The fumble went into the end zone, and then trying to fall on it was Taylor Wiley. But I think they're going to mark it at the 1, and they will. So it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 1 for South Umpqua. Big opportunity here for them to get back into this game. The high snap, Hidden Valley gets into the backfield, but it'll be a touchdown for Ferguson and South Umpqua. Credence Ferguson, a 1-yard touchdown rush, his 2nd of the night, and that will make the game 13. Goodness, that boom every time. It scared me into saying the wrong score. 21-13. Barring the extra point. Goodness, that boom every time. Almost a blocked extra point attempt. That one will end up getting through. So 21-14. The Lancers only down by 1 touchdown with 8:45 left to go in this fourth quarter of play. Sorry about that, folks. But we're in for a photo finish for sure. Only 1 touchdown separating these two teams in the 4th quarter. We'll be right back with the Bymark Game of the Week on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1 Student News is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Home Center, your hometown hardware store where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Home Center is open 7 days a week in Murphy. This event also sponsored in part by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon. Since 1954, our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger Kings of Southern Oregon.
Welcome back to the Bymark Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. 1 touchdown separating these two teams with 8:45 left to go in the 4th quarter. 21-14 the score. Iwamizu almost about to fall on that one, and breaking upfield. He's going to be brought down, or at least stopped at the 25. Carrying that one for Hidden Valley, Jacob Tanner.
Jacob Tanner on the return for the Mustangs. They take over on about the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Aspen Robertson on the tackle with a few others. Tobias Powers again on the carry.
Pickup of a 5 for Tobias Powers. Hidden Valley, if they're able to score on this drive and run the clock down far enough, this will be a good opportunity for Hidden Valley to try to put the last nail in this coffin. 21-14. Finlack sacked in the backfield. Or sorry, that's Tobias Powers. 3rd and 7 for Hidden Valley. And this is where the Mustangs, start to crack a little bit with the younger team. You hate to say it, but it's just true. They don't have the experience on closing out these games as much as they do. Clock continues to run. 7:36 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Sorry, folks. Big play necessary for the Hidden Valley Mustangs. Vidlak taking the snap, falls back into the pocket. Jeremiah Noga makes the reception, and that's going to be a 1st down for Hidden Valley. He stays up. South Umpqua can't bring him down, but it'll be a 1st down for Jeremiah Noga. Third down conversion of the night for Hidden Valley. And that will be their 11th first down on the night. 5th in this half. Handing it off to Tobias Powers. A gain of about 2.
Tobias Powers again on the carry. Pickup of 1. Austin Chung on the tackle for the Lancers.
Clock still going. 6:45 left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. 21-14. Hidden Valley with possession. Tobias Powers back there with Vidlak switching sides. Play action pass. Vidlak is brought down with the sack. His first time being brought down this game. Big play for South Umpqua.
Vidlak drops back for the sack by Aspen Roberts, I think.
Roberts in on the sack for South Umpqua.
Taylor Whiting.
Hitting the 6-minute mark now until this game is over. Vidlak dropping back. Down the sideline. Did he make the catch? Lawrence Matusik, a fantastic catch in the sideline. It didn't look like he made the catch. I'm speechless. A great play for Hidden Valley and Lawrence Matusik. That did not look like he made a one-handed catch down on the sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. A fantastic catch for Lawrence Matusik. Noble taking the handoff. He cuts upfield. He will not make it into the end zone. He'll be down inside the 5. Tanner Noble. This will be the 8th play of the drive for Hidden Valley.
First down inside.
It'll be first and goal for the Mustangs.
First and goal.
Handing it off to Noble. It's going to be hit before reaching the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten back to it, but it'll be second and goal regardless.
Mustang. No gain. Chung on the tackle.
Talking this one over in the huddle with Hidden Valley. Down at the 5. Handoff on the outside. Tobias Powers. He's going to get into the end zone. A touchdown for Hidden Valley.
Tobias Powers. Touchdown, Mustang.
2-yard touchdown rush for Tobias Powers. That'll make the score 27-14. Pending the extra point, Hidden Valley will be back up by 2 touchdowns with just a shade under 5 minutes left to go. Holding the kick still for Vidlak is Jeremiah Noga. And the kick is good. 28-14, the Mustangs up by 2 touchdowns in the late going in this one. 28-14 on the Bi-Mart Game of the Week on HVTV1.com.
TV1 is presented in part by Bi-Mart. Bi-Mart delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bi-Mart. For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass, thanks to Southern Oregon Sanitation. TV1 is presented.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week on Evergreen Federal Bank, HVTV1.com. The score is 28-14. Hidden Valley up by 2 touchdowns with 4:51 left to go. Breaking 1 tackle, maybe 2. He's going to be down before reaching the 50, maybe before the 45.
Trey Dixler, Matthew Emawazu on the tackle for the Mustang. Dwight Levens, winner of the 50-50, turns around and donates it back to the Booster Club. What a guy. Thanks, Dwight.
They're going to mark it down at the 42. Flag's thrown. South Umpqua capping their last drive. 6 plays. They capped it off with a 1-yard touchdown rush to Credence Ferguson. This last call going against South Umpqua delayed game. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Lancers. Another flag down on the field.
Encroachment on the defense, we believe.
Encroachment against Hidden Valley, so they'll bring it back to the original line of scrimmage, I believe.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 for South Umpqua.
On the original down.
First real play. Deister complete to his tight end. Cutting up field. 1 broken tackle, but it'll be a gain of about 8 yards. Oh, 11 yards. 1 play, 11 yards. South Umpqua moving downfield. That'll be a 1st down. 9 for them on the night. So it's been nothing but scoring here in the 4th quarter. 24-yard touchdown pass to Lawrence Matusik to start this 4th quarter. A 1-yard touchdown rush for Credence Ferguson for South Umpqua. And then last time out for Hidden Valley was a 2-yard Tobias Powers touchdown rush. So nothing but scoring here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for the Lancers. Another flag. That one going against South Umpqua, false start. So 1st and 15. Clock resumes, 4:11 left to go in the 4th quarter. Deister back in the pocket. He gets it off in time, but it'll just be incomplete.
Middle screen intended for number 42, Christian Allen. Broken up.
Dylan Neal rushing the quarterback. Might have tipped that one. Second and 15. Deister rolling out of the pocket. He's being chased. Deep pass attempt down the sidelines. Matusik grabbed it, but it'll be out of bounds. Allen was the intended target. Matusik came away with it, but out of bounds.
3rd
3rd and 15. Lancers need a big play in a big way here. Hidden Valley searching for their first league win of the season. If this lead holds, they'd find it here on the road in South Umpqua. Easter pass over the middle, incomplete. Intended target was Travis Wilsey. Holding against the Lancers, so
Holding against the Lancers. Let's see if they'll take that. That'll make it 3rd down and 2 blocks for the first down.
third and very long for the Lancers, now needing an even bigger play. Meister takes the snap. Down the sideline. Matusik grabs it, an interception, and he's going to go all the way. There's no one to stop him. Lawrence Matusik, a pick six, an interception, a touchdown for the Hidden Valley Mustangs.
Intercepted by Lawrence Matusik. Ran back for a touchdown. Hidden Valley, 6 points.
34-14, Lawrence Matusik, a pick six, bringing that one all the way back home. Incredibly large play for Hidden Valley. And that field goal is blocked. So you win some, you lose some, I guess, but Hidden Valley come away with 6 points, 34-14. South Umpqua will get another chance. But 34-14 is the score on the Evergreen Federal Bank scoreboard. You're watching the Bimart Game of the Week on HVTV1.com.
HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation, and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati, and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to the Bimart Game of the Week on HVTV1.com. Bit of a squib kick that time from Max Wallace, but Hidden Valley up 34-14 with 3:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. Lawrence Matusik coming away with the pick six on the last time out. Definitely looking for a change of fortunes or the South Umpqua Lancers.
First down, Hidden Valley on the fumble. Little Rossi picks that up. Hidden Valley takes over on the Lancer 34-yard line. No, 39-yard line, I mean.
Fumble recovered by South Umpqua.
Another fumble picked up by number 52, Aspen Roberts for the Lancers. We're running down to about the 30-yard line where the Lancers take over, first and 10.
South Umpqua will take over at the 31. Big loss for Hidden Valley, 29 yards. Iwamizu recovering the fumble for Hidden Valley.
Number 32, Matthew Iwamizu.
So they'll keep it at about the 31, maybe the 32 for Hidden Valley. It's been 3 turnovers in a row. .258 left before this one is said and done. 34-14. Hidden Valley's offense coming back out. So 4 fumbles on the night for South Umpqua. Flag down. Delay game against Hidden Valley. For the second time in the past 3 seconds. 2:58 left to go. 34-14. Hidden Valley very close to winning this one on the road. The handoff to Powers. He cuts up field. Big gain there. Gain of about 10. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Tackled by Taylor Wiley for the Lancers. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Clock still going. 2.5 minutes left to go. Noble trying to find a hole. He found a small one, a gain of about 3 yards. So another flag, 2:15 left to go. We're almost inside of 2 minutes. Lawrence Matusik, a big pick 6, puts us where we are with the Mustangs. They were only up by 2 touchdowns and now up by 3. Unsportsmanlike conduct on both sides. And the clock goes back running, 2:13 and counting. Oh, goodness. Vidlac under center. Noble in the backfield. Flag is down. Rossi's brought down at the 35.
Cameron James on the tackle for the Lancers. There's another flag on the play. I'm sure that surprises you.
Glenn Rossi down at the 35.
We're going to wave that off.
Clock's going to keep going, 1:39. So Hidden Valley going to bring their punt team out. Noga's going to be forced to punt. Delay game against Hidden Valley. They're going to be moved back. 1:15 left to go, and these are on often the hardest last minutes to get through always at these games. Pretty sure it's taken us near 5 minutes to get 45 seconds through this game clock, and we've seen it before. We went to Salem Academy, and it happens. Just got to get used to it. Hidden Valley going to punt Jeremiah Noga back to do it. Taking it on a bounce. And he's just going to let it roll. The clock will keep going, and they'll touch it at 1:01. Over 40 yards the punt that time for Noga. A 1:01 left for South Umpqua to get 3 touchdowns. I'm not quite a believer in miracles, so I'm not quite sure they can pull this off, but if they do, they, well, I don't quite know what I'd say. Another flag down before the play even starts. Again, 1:01 left to go, 34-14.
.101 to go. In regulation, Josh has gone downstairs. Get ready for our players of the game interview. Lancers swing it out. few yards, staying inbounds. We'll keep the clock running. It'll be well short of a first down as we're down to 45 seconds to go. 34-14, Hidden Valley inching closer to their first conference victory. And the Mustangs a chance to go to 4-3. They haven't won 4 games in a season for, I think, the last time was 7 years ago. And haven't made the playoffs since 2008. That may have been the last play, but no, we've got penalty flags that come out. It's been a chippy game. I was down on the sidelines. Both teams have gone at it tonight. And the officials may want to just wave this off as offsetting penalties. It's all for naught with 15 seconds to go. And a 20-point lead for Hidden Valley. Coming up Monday night, as Josh mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it's Peak Out night indoors. Mustang Gymnasium with the Skyline champion Lady Stings of Hidden Valley entertaining the number 3 ranked team from the 3A division, Cascade Christian Lady Challengers. 6:30 first serve start. Hope you'll join us. As always, we've got the broadcast for you up online, on your phone, on your tablet or PC. And our next football broadcast 1 week from tonight, our final regular season home game for homecoming 2018, the Douglas Trojans coming to town. And then we finish 2 weeks from tonight at Brookings. So they'll set the ball down and the clock will start. That'll do it. Time has run out and the game is over. Hidden Valley has defeated South Umpqua 34-14, the final score. And the Mustangs win their first Southern Division Special District 2 game and will go to a game over 500. 4 wins, 3 defeats on the year. It's got to feel great for head coach James Powers and the rest of this Mustang squad. The coaching staff with Mark Vidlac, Randy Keith, along with Travis Noble, Vince Randall, Jason Lovell. And both teams shake hands. Homecoming here at South Umpqua, not what they wanted for tonight. But the Mustangs will get the win, and a much-deserved win, as they felt they made some mistakes last week. Probably should have got that ball game under control, kept it closer, and got the win against a good St. Mary's team, though. But tonight they get the win, defeating South Umpqua. The Lancers here at Kent Weigel Stadium. We're going to go down below in just a bit and get our players of the game. Josh Eldridge is down there in that mass of humanity. And we'll get a word with our players of the game here coming up in just a bit. Again, 34-14 is the final score tonight in Myrtle Creek as Hidden Valley defeats the South Umpqua Lancers. The team will go down in the end zone and talk it over. And congratulations to them for the hard-fought victory tonight. So we'll take a break, come back, and we'll have our players of the game interview with Josh when we continue. Again, our final score from South Umpqua, Hidden Valley 34, South Umpqua 14. Nope, I guess we're going to go to Josh right now, so we'll get ready to get zoomed in.
All right, I'm here with co-players of the game, Dustin Brown and Lawrence Matusik. My first question is for you. You're our first defensive player of the game, so can you just walk us through the preparation that goes into each week defensively?
Well, we practice our plays every day, and we got them down. We practice them until we're 100%.
And what was going on up front with those false start encroachment calls? Can you give us a little bit about what was going on up front?
I have no idea.
Oh, well, that's fair enough. And then you, a touchdown reception and a pick six. You just let me know what was going through your mind on that pick six, running all the way back there.
I knew that I couldn't get caught.
Just too fast. Yeah. And then that touchdown reception, too, in the end zone, and a one-handed catch down there, too.
Yes, sir. What was going through my head?
Yeah.
Catch the dang football.
That's great. All right, back to you guys up front.
All right, thank you, Josh Eldridge, our players of the game, with Matusik and Dustin Brown. Hidden Valley wins it 34-14, the final here in Myrtle Creek. Stay tuned. More of the Bi-Mart Game of the Week presented by Evergreen Federal Bank will continue. Our postgame show, the MyCircleK.com postgame show, comes your way right after this. You're watching HVTV1.com. HVTV1.com and Hidden Valley High School wishes to give a special thanks to Evergreen Federal Bank and President Jeff Hyde. Thanks for the Evergreen Federal Bank Sports Complex on the beautiful campus of Hidden Valley High School. Evergreen Federal Bank. Today's event on HVTV1.com is presented in part by great donors and contributors to Hidden Valley High School, such as Don Carter Enterprises, Hidden Valley Market, and Pete Allen Surveying. HVTV1.com and these great events at Hidden Valley High School are also sponsored in part by great contributors and donors such as Stephen Stark Excavation and by Dar Benton Construction. And special thanks to Southern Oregon Audio Visual and Ciro Bignati and by Riverside Ready Mix. Make the call to Riverside Ready Mix.
Welcome back to the Buymark Game of the Week on presented by Evergreen Federal Bank with HVTV1.com. Again, this one's finished up 34-14. Hidden Valley improving to above 500 now. They're 4-3 on the season. Give you the recap of this game the best we can. First drive for Hidden Valley, going 7 plays, 64 yards for a touchdown. Tobias Powers capping that one off with a 9-yard touchdown rush. That was actually his first rush since coming back from injury, I should mention. So his first touch of the football ended up being a touchdown, kind of a way to explain this game, really. Hidden Valley just couldn't be touched. Later on in that same quarter, Sam Vidlak nailed a 31-yard field goal, making the score 10-0. And then finally, to finish out the second quarter of play, Credence Ferguson of South Umpqua rushed in to the end zone, 4 yards, a touchdown rush for him, 4 plays, 30 yards, going that whole drive for South Umpqua. That made the score 10-7 going into halftime. Third quarter pretty quiet. Only score of the quarter was a 36-yard Sam Vidlak field goal, making it 13-7. And then as we moved into the fourth quarter, it was just off to the races, both teams scoring back and forth. Hidden Valley opening it up with a 24-yard touchdown to Lawrence Matusik, making the score 21-7. Answering right back was South Umpqua with a 1-yard touchdown to Credence Ferguson, his second of the night. Then Tobias Powers, a 2-yard touchdown for Hidden Valley, capping a 7-play, 65-yard drive, making the score 28-7, or to 14 rather, I should say. And then finally, last score of the game, Lawrence Matusik, a pick six, running back 70 yards for a touchdown for Hidden Valley, capping the score of 34-14 in favor of Hidden Valley. So that improves them to 4-3, their first league win of the season. They're now 1-2 in the Southern Division of Special District 2. We'll see where that places them in the rankings later on tonight. As again, the other games going on tonight in Special District 2 is Cascade Christian. They host Douglas. Brookings and St. Mary's, they play at home. Brookings does at least. And South Umpqua again in Hidden Valley. Hidden Valley taking this one 34-14. So keep tabs on those other games. You want to check out the scores later tonight, visit osa.org. And go check on those scores later tonight. We'll take one last break. The My Circle K postgame show. We'll be back with you to wrap this one up. You're watching the Buymark Game of the Week on HVTV1.com.
It's the season of sneezes and sniffles, and your Bimart Pharmacy is here to help you keep them away. We have everything you need to stay healthy, including flu shots currently available for the whole family. Call or stop by your Bimart Pharmacy for available times and get vaccinated today. And be sure to get ready with cough drops, cold medicine, and natural remedies while you're here. Bimart, get ready for your season for less.
Welcome back to the Buymark Game of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank on HVTV1.com. Again, Hidden Valley taking this one 34-14 on the road in South Umpqua. Next week for that team, it's going to be homecoming week and senior night at home versus Douglas. That's next Friday night. Of course, you can catch that one right here on HVTV1.com. Homecoming and senior night at home for Hidden Valley. Before that, though, Monday night, Hidden Valley girls volleyball hosting the 3A powerhouse Cascade Christian. Again, that's Monday night at Mustang Court. If you can't make it there, again, catch it on HVTV1.com. After that, volleyball will wrap up its season Monday in Mazama, but they did clinch the Skyline Conference last night against Phoenix. If you want to watch the replay of that game, check out our website, HVTV1.com, or our YouTube page at HVTV1 Student News. That'll about do it for us tonight, though, and we hope you enjoyed watching the Hidden Valley Mustangs on HVTV1.com. You've been watching the Bi-Mart Game of the Week and the Event of the Week, presented by Evergreen Federal Bank. You can watch a free archived replay of this event by simply logging on to hvtv1.com or on our YouTube page at HVTV1 Student News. Join us next time for another live event with the Hidden Valley Mustangs on HVTV1 Student News. Again, that'll be Monday night when girls volleyball hosts Cascade Christian. Once again, the final score of this one was Hidden Valley 34, the South Umpqua Lancers 14. The executive producers of HVTV1 are Christopher Pendleton and Dale Fisher. For Christopher Mills Price, I'm Josh Eldridge, and thank you for watching. Good night from Myrtle Creek, Oregon.